I welcome class 7 students. The subject is computer and title of the chapter is computer hardware components. So students, look at the screen and we will start the chapter. Now in this chapter we will see anatomy of computer, external hardware and internal hardware, input devices, output devices and storage devices. Students, please pay the attention to mouse cursor. I am painting the mouse cursor in yellow color. Now computers are machines that perform a specific task according to the set of instructions user gives. It means computer can do only those things which you want the computer to do. Computers were earlier used by scientists and engineers, but now computer is used by everyone. So students are also using the computer for your studies. Now students, as you can see, I am using Adobe Premiere software to record this video. First point is anatomy of computer, means how computer is made up of. Computer is made up of hardware and software. Now what is hardware? Hardware are actually machines. Hardware are tools. Hardware are systematic peripherals. It means solid device which you can see, you can touch, you can feel. Now software. What is software? You cannot touch software. Softwares are set of programs which controls the operation of computer. Now Unix, MS Word, Acrobat Reader or any other thing, or your Android mobile software, these all are actually software. Now hardware are of two types, internal and external. Software are system software and application software. Now hardware and software are independent of each other. It means hardware has nothing to do with software and software is nothing to do with hardware, but both should work together so that computer can function. Now without a driver are software, without a driver of hardware and kernel OS which directly interacts with hardware, we cannot use hardware. It means you cannot use your mobile phone without the software. Similarly, you cannot use computer without Windows. So what are internal hardware? The internal components that are installed within the CPU cabinet, it means within the box, are called internal hardware. They are CPU, RAM, ROM, disk drive, CD drive, motherboard, network card, sound card, video card. They are actually internal hardware because we have to protect them from dust. Now what is motherboard? Motherboard is the main circuit board of a computer that holds most of the essential components of the computer system. So even if you open a computer, you will see a green color board on which hundreds and thousands of parts are installed. That is called motherboard. Motherboard is a big board. This is made up of plastic. The board is the mother of all components because it serves as a single platform to connect all the parts of computer. A motherboard is mounted inside the CPU cabinet and connects CPU, memory drives, optical drives, video card and all the cards and machines together via cable or via any hookup point. Now motherboard works like a bus. What is actually bus? Bus terminal is junction of all the devices. It means there could be hundreds of devices, but they all meet at motherboard. As all the buses originate and end up at terminal or bus stop, similarly all activity related to the connected device start and end with motherboard. A motherboard contains mainly 6 parts. Students, please pay attention to the mouse cursor. Motherboard can have more than 6 parts, but these 6 parts are required. First one is a processor chip like AMD or Intel, Core i3, Core i5, Core i7. Second is BIOS. Third is memory chips, RAM, ROM, external device and external expansion slots. Now let us see one by one. What is PCI? Full form of PCI is a peripheral component interconnect. It serves as a connection between computer motherboard and any other computer hardware. Now you can see this is called PCI card. This is called PCI card. When you bring a pen drive, students, please pay attention to mouse cursor. This is a PCI card. When you bring pen drive, you hook up the pen drive here. You can see the hole. You can see the hole. You hook up the pen drive here, or you hook up the microphone or earphone here. Look at the holes. Now PCI transmits data and power between computer and devices. Now earlier PCI was not used, but PCI is very fast transmitting port, so it was introduced in 1992 by Intel Corporation in USA. Second one is sound card. Students, you can see this is sound card. We only see this part because this part is within the box. A sound card is a hardware component that is fixed either in expansion slot of motherboard or anywhere else. It connects the input and output of sound signal. It means it receives and sends out signal to and from the computer. A sound card converts digital data into sound, and it also accepts your sound and converts it into digital form. It enables the computer to reproduce the sound. So students, if your computer has no sound card, then you will not be able to listen any sound. Third one is a video card. Students, you can see this is video card. This is also called a video chip. Now this is expansion card that is used to generate high quality video like monitor, TV or projector screen uses high power video. This is also known as graphic cards. Graphic cards are very costly. Graphic card is used to enhance the quality of displayed image, and this is required for gaming. It means students, if you play games, you require this graphic card. Now this is not the essential component of a computer. It means without graphic card your computer can work, but video quality will not be very good. So if you install a video card, then video quality or picture quality will be the best. Now it is hooked to motherboard via AGP or PCI slot. Full form of AGP is accelerated graphics port, and full form of PCI is peripheral component interconnect port. Now next point in this discussion is CPU. CPU is the main unit of computer. It is alternatively referred as a microprocessor. You can see this microprocessor chip of Intel. It controls all the instructions it receives from hardware and software running on the computer. Now CPU is a small piece of silicon which is placed into CPU socket of motherboard. Now CPU is actually brain of computer. It is of a square shape which contains millions of transistors that performs various type of work. The speed of CPU is determined by the number of instructions it executes per second. Now it is also measured in megahertz. Now megahertz is like 10 lakhs. There are mainly three components of CPU. First is memory unit, second is ALU, and third is control unit. Now, memory unit is principal storage. It stores data and the command or instruction. Arithmetic logical unit performs the calculation like mathematical calculation. And the third one is control unit. Control unit actually controls the first two. It means first memory unit stores data and instruction. ALU perform calculation, and the third one, that is control unit, it controls the first two. Next part of discussion is RAM. RAM is a random access memory. You can see this is the figure of RAM. It is a type of memory that is available for operating system, program and processes to use the computer when computer is running. You also know about the RAM. You use a mobile phone and you say that I have 2 GB RAM, or you have 1 GB RAM, or you have 4 GB RAM. This RAM is the same. It means this is required for computer and mobile device also. Now, it is a volatile memory. It means the data and functions or instructions are stored temporarily. It means when you switch off your computer or mobile or close the program, the data will be erased. RAM is of two types. First is static and second is dynamic. RAM is like a blackboard. It means that is constantly overwritten. It means in class we use blackboard for writing anything, and when students copy all the thing, we erase the blackboard and write new thing. Similarly, second one is ROM. ROM is read-only memory. It is very fast but small memory. It is a type of memory from which we can only read, but we cannot write on the ROM. It is non-volatile memory. It means it stores the data and instructions permanently. If you switch off your computer, then also the data will be stored. Now, RAM are of three types. First is PROM, second is EPROM, and third is EEPROM. Now, ROM is like audio-visual disc. Once the songs are written on CD, the CD cannot be changed. ROM chips are not only used in computer but also in oven, washing machine or your mobile device, so that you can switch off or reboot your system. It remembers everything. Third one is disk drive or hard disk. A disk drive is a hardware component in computer that enables user to read, write, delete, modify data. This is external device, or it is either can be of built-in type. This manages input-output operation, and this is of several types like hard disk, CD disk, DVD disk, or many types of drive. Next one is SMPS. SMPS means switch mode power supply. It is essential for safe running of computer. You can see this is the figure of SMPS. SMPS is a box. Now you can see there are two wires. First wire is here and second wire is here. Now first wire takes the current from socket. It means you give current here, and in the box the current is distributed in 5 or 6 category, and there are bunch of cable because every part of computer needs different type of voltage. So SMPS converts one voltage to another type of voltage. Now it transfers electric power from a source to low voltage direct current. It always supply a well regulated power. So it is called the switch mode power supply. Switch mode power supply means it will supply you the required amount of voltage what you want. it will not supply less voltage or it will also not supply high voltage. Now next point is a modem. You can see the full form of a modem is a modulator, demodulator. You can see the spelling MO. MO means modulator and DEM means demodulator. It is a device which converts digital signal to analog signal and also analog signal to digital signal. Now it is required for data communication. Students, you use internet, so your mobile phone and your computer has the modem. You are not able to see because this is very small and fitted into your device. Now modem are of many types. First one is internal modem. It is device that is already installed in the computer. It is a form of card which is inserted into one of the PCI slot. Second is external modem. You can see this is external modem. It is installed outside the CPU and it looks like a tiffin box. This type of modem has indicator in form of light and the speed of a modem is measured in DPS or kbps, like kilobits per second. Although a modem can have maximum speed of 56 kilobits per second, but if telephone line is not good, it will not reach the speed. It means the speed is dependent on your network. Students, you see on your computer or in your mobile phone, sometimes the internet is good or sometimes it's not good. When signal is good, your speed will be good. When signal is not good, your speed of a mobile or computer internet will also drops. Third type of modem is a PC card modem. It is especially designed for laptops or palm tops. It is this, you can see this is PC card modem, very small, but this is very costly. Next one is heatsink. What is heatsink? Let me show you. When you run your computer for many hours or when you run your mobile phone for many hours, you can see the machine get heated. So how you cool the machine? You cool the machine with this heatsink. Now a heatsink is electronic device which is designed to disperse the heat. It means heat is removed by dispersing it or distributing it. It is made up of metal like copper or aluminium. You can see this is aluminium heatsink and it has also a fan. Heatsink is used in almost all of the machine, all of the computer. It is also used in fridge and AC. Now next point is a port. Port is a point where you plug your cable. Now a computer port is a slot on the motherboard that acts as a point of connection between a computer and the external device. Cable of external device like a computer board, mouse, printer, monitor are plugged into these points. You can see there are holes on the computer and those holes accept the connection or wire or headphone. There are several types of port which are color coded. So students, we will see what type of port are there and what are their functions. You can see in the figure. First one is here serial port. It transmits data 1 bit at a time over a single wire. Now usage, it is used for device that do not require high speed transmission. It means slow speed transmission can be done with serial port. Now next one is a parallel port. Parallel port is used by high speed data communication. It means where data transfer rate is very high. Second is third one is a USB port. you can see this is USB port, and in this port you plug in your pen drive. It is used to transfer data and can also used for a power supply for devices connected to it. You also plug in cable here to attach the computer with your mobile phone. Second is PS2 port. PS2 port was developed by IBM, and now we cannot see this type of port. Earlier this was used by many computers. Still some system use this port for a mouse or any other thing. Next one is Firewire. It is also known as IEEE 1394 port. It was developed by Apple machines, and it transmits the data at a very high speed. It is used in camcorder and Apple computer like MacBook Pro. Next one is VGA port, that is visual or video graphics array port. It is similar to the serial port, you can see, but it has many holes. It uses HDMI cable or a projector cable to connect the computer to a projector. Next one is HDMI cable. It is digital connector that connect high definition video and audio. Next one is Ethernet port. Ethernet port is used by computer. You can see here, this is Ethernet port. If you have a desktop big computer, you use Ethernet port to connect the computer with telephone line, and this you can see, this is called connector, and it is RJ11 connector. Next one is audio jack. Audio jack are holes, you can see. In these holes you plug in your earphone or microphone. It helps you to listen to song or any sound. Class 7 students, this is class 7. Subject is computer, and the title is computer hardware and component, and this is session number 2. So students, we will continue with the discussion going on. Students, we will start this session with the title external hardware. The components which are attached to the computer externally, it means they are visible from outside, are called external hardware, and in shortcut we call them peripherals. Peripherals are divided into 3 categories: input device, output device, and storage device. Now, what is input device? Input refers to the data or command or instructions which we give to the computer. It means computer takes input from user, from us. This device converts the incoming data and command into pattern of binary code, and then supply these codes to the, and on these data and commands CPU process the function. Now we will see some standard input devices. First one is keyboard. You all have seen the keyboard. Keyboard is one of the most important input device, and there are certain types of 5 types of keys. First one is typing key. These includes alphabet, number, punctuation, special symbol, caps lock, space bar, backspace, and tab. Second type of key is control key. They are used alone or in combination with other keys to perform. Control, alter, window logo means 4 square key, and escape key are examples of control key. Third type of keyboard keys are function key. Students, you can see there are F1, F2 until F12 keys. They have different functions. Next type of key is navigation key. They are used for moving through document. They are home, end, arrow key, page up, page down, delete, insert. Next type of key is numeric keypad. Numeric keypad are used for faster typing. If you use general keyboard and general pattern, the typing will be a little bit slower. But if you use numeric key, which is on the extreme right hand side, typing will be faster. Next input device is a mouse. Mouse is very commonly used, and students, you all use mouse. Left click is used more than the right click. Left click, single click, select the item. Double clicks activate or runs the item. Right click often displays a list of commands on the screen, and you pick one of the command. Dragging and dropping is also done with the mouse. There are many types of mouse. Here we will see the type of mouse. First is mechanical mouse. This is not used today. It was used 10-15 years ago. It contains rubber ball, and that rubber ball rolls inside the cabinet. Students, you can see this is mechanical mouse. This is not used today. Second is optomechanical mouse. This type of mouse uses a mechanism similar to the rubber ball mouse. Only difference is that there is no rubber ball, because rubber ball was used for wear and tear. It was not good. In this case, laser light is used. Third is optical mouse. Optical mouse has no mechanical moving parts, and best laser light technology is used in optomechanical mouse. You can see this is a optical mouse. Next input device is a scanner. It is input device that scans text image object optically, and then scan data is converted into image. There are many types of scanners. First one is a drum scanner. This is most efficient and expensive scanner. It is a old technology. It uses a rotating glass drum to scan. In drum scanner, light from object that to be scanned is split into separate type of red, blue and green beam, and making the image precise. This mechanism is called photomultiplier tubes mechanism. The drum scanners are used mainly in publishing industry for publishing their book, because they are very expensive, but they produce very high quality. Second type of scanner is a flatbed scanner. This is a cheap scanner. This is commonly used popular desktop scanner. This is like a box. You keep a picture here and close the door, and then press the button. You keep the picture here, close this box door and press the button, and it will scan the document and produce its image. Next type of scanner is a handheld scanner. It is a small manual device which is dragged over the surface of image to be scanned. These scans are operated by hand. It is difficult to operate these scanner because they need a steady hand to scan object. Also, they are very small, and they do not produce very good picture of big size. Next input device is a microphone. It is an input device which is used to record and store any voice or any other sound into computer. It is saved as .wav, that is .window audio visual file. It is also used for recording a narration in PowerPoint presentation. And students, I am recording this video with the use of Adobe Premiere, and I am saving my video file separately and audio file separately. My audio file is saved as WAV format. Microphone is commonly used for talking. Students, handheld device uses like mobile device also uses microphone, and you all have used microphone. Next input device is actually light pen. It is a light sensitive pointing device and commonly used to select or modify data on the screen. With the help of this light pen, we can write on the screen or we can write on a board.
This is also called a stylus pen, and this is very commonly used device. Next input device is a digital camera. Digital camera is similar to the old camera, but in old camera we use the plastic reels, but in this we use memory chip. Now in plastic used reel camera, once you take a picture, you cannot do anything, you cannot modify or alter. But in digital camera you can edit the picture, you can add the picture, you can change the picture, or you can delete the picture. So digital camera is a very good device. Now students, we will see some output devices. Output devices gives us result. Most common output device is a monitor. Monitor is a very common device. You have seen, you all use monitor. Now monitor is also called a visual display unit, that is VDU. Now there are many type of monitor available, and what we see on the monitor is called soft copy. Means what we see on the monitor computer, that is soft copy, and printed copy, paper copy, is actually called hard copy. There are three types of monitor. First is CRT, that is cathode ray tube. Second is LCD, that is liquid crystal display or DFT monitor, and the third one is LED or light emitting diode monitor. Next in output device is a printer. Printer is a device which prints on paper. Students, as I have seen and I have shown you, this is called soft copy. It means software copy, and paper copy is also called hard copy. We all use printer. Now printers are of two types. Impact printer. Printer means touch type printer. They are always contact with paper. It means paper and printer always touch each other for printing. Like Daisy Bill printer, dot matrix printer, they are actually impact type printer, and they produces sound when they are printing. Other are non-impact printer. It means they do not touch the paper. They are laser printer, thermal printer, or inkjet printer. It means they spray their ink on the paper without touching it. Next output device is a projector. We all see projector. Students, when we go to a smart class, on the top floor we all see projector. Projector gives us a big picture. Projector is an output device which takes input from computer and show on the big screen. Now it is also used in school teaching. Projector is also used in cinema hall or in offices. Students, we will also check this storage device. This is most commonly used device in the computer or mobile phone. First one is hard disk. A hard disk is a magnetic storage device which is used to store and retrieve data. It is generally embedded within the disk itself or housed in a separate box. Now they are made up of very small mini disk. Small disks are called platter, and each platter has a read-write head. It means there are many platters, and each platter has one head for reading and one head for writing, and all the platters are connected with a cylinder. Hard disk is also called a Winchester disk, and this name comes from early tape disk drive which was developed by IBM in America in 1973. Next storage device is a CD. Students, you all have seen a shining CD disk. CD-ROM stands for compact disk read-only memory. You cannot change the written data, so you can write only once on the CD. Now there are some CD also available where you can write many times. First type is CDR. It means you can record. Second type is CDRW. It means rewritable. CDRW is costly because you can read and write many times on that CDRW. Next type of disk is actually DVD, that is digital versatile disk. This DVD is similar to CD, but CD has a capacity to store around 700 megabyte of data, but DVD can store 4.7 GB to 17 GB of data. Now CD are of many types. Similarly, DVD are also of many types. First one is DVD-R, it means readable only. DVD-RW, it means rewritable. DVD-R and DVD-R plus W, it means you can read and write both on this. Next type of round shaped disk is Blu-ray disk, and this was developed very late. It means we are seeing this Blu-ray disk for last 10 years or so. Blu-ray disk is a new type of optical disk which can store up to 25 GB of data on one layer. So we can store 50 GB of data on both layers. Blu-ray disk can store 6 times of data as compared to regular DVD. Next type of device is called flash drive. Flash drive is also called pen drive. Students, we all use pen drive, and pen drive is made up of plastic or metal. This flash drive is also called a thumb drive, and there are many storage capacity for pen drive. Generally we use 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB pen drive, but costly pen drive can store up to 1 TB, that is terabyte of data. Now there are some expensive pen drive which can also store up to 2 terabyte of data, but their cost is very high. So in this chapter, students, we have seen regarding some computer related material, computer hardware, computer software introduction, some input device and some output device. Students, we have come to the end of this chapter, and I am also providing you the PDF. You can see I have solved all the questions for you. You can see I have written with pen. This is very visible. You can replay the video as many times as you can, so that you can stop or play the video. Please do your written work. This is clearly visible. So we will again come back with next session and with next video. Till then, bye.